Hi all, Jessie B Scrapbooking back with another process video. This one is for Mixed Media Mayhem and for Scraptember. And I'm also going to throw in a all about the page maps. So for Mixed Media Mayhem, I'm going to use these, well, first of all, I'm going to use these two photos of my daughter when she was in Massachusetts. And for Mixed Media Mayhem, we have to have modeling paste, sprays, and flowers are our ingredients. For Scraptember, our prompt is stickers. And for all about the page maps, I'm going to use October 2020 page, this one right here. I think it's a really fun, really nice page. Or sketch, I mean. So I'm going to combine all three of those and come up with a layout. So let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to use this paper pad that I picked up from Amazon a while back. It's a really, really pretty paper pad, and yeah, so I can't remember the name of it, but I have it there on the front of the screen if you can see it fast enough, or pause and see the name of it. So with this page map sketch, it has like a big block of a darker color and then like two smaller stripes on the sides. One looks like kind of like a stripe of pattern paper, and the other one looks like a bind, where you pull it out of a notebook edge. So I'm going to make a notebook edge and then have the one little stripe out of the same paper. And then I'm going to use this black polka dot as my stripe for my pictures to sit on. So here I got everything all cut out how I want them to be. And I haven't put the notebook edge on it yet, but I have the paper cut, so I know it's going to sit behind here. And then I'm just going to adhere it all down to this white cardstock. And then I'm going to put this black polka dot on it. And then I have a journaling card that's going to sit underneath. And then I'm going to stick the title on top of the journaling card, because I just want the flowers kind of to poke out from underneath of it, but I don't want what the journaling card says. I think it says something about I am something, or I can't remember, but it's nothing that I want. So I am getting out my mixed media mat here. It's just a silicone mat I use, and then I grabbed this 6x6 stencil, and it has lots of leaves and little flowers on it. And I'm going to use some washi tape here to hold it down. And I'm using this model. It's what I use for modeling paste. It's actually like spackling for your walls, but it's really light and fluffy, and it works good. So I'm going to use that for my modeling paste, or texture paste. That's what I mean. And yeah, I'm going to put that through the stencil, and I will move the stencil and make it stretch all the way across. So while I'm doing this, I just want to remind everyone that this is two different hops that I'm doing. The one for Scraptember, where there's a playlist down below that you can look at and see everybody that is playing along. All their videos are in one spot, so that's very nice. And then the other one is for Mixed Media Mayhem, which is a hop I do every Friday, and everyone's channel links will be listed down below, so check everyone out. And yeah, they're both great bunch of people that do them, so yeah, see what everyone has for inspiration. Here is going to be my spray, and this is a watercolor I have in a spray bottle. This is the only spray I have. So I am going to just do some blue sprays in the background, and I think you see it better in the close-ups, but it just gives it that little bit of a mist of blue, and which works perfect because some of the elements I use on this and some of the flowers are going to be blue. And here's where I'm doing my hole punch is in this for the stripes. No, not in a stripe kind of line. And then I cut it and it turns it into a notebook page. It's pretty cool. I have a little hole punch that I usually use, but I cannot find it. So I use my big one. And you just rough it up and yeah, there it is. A real simple notebook page. So my two pictures, these are from two different days when my daughter was in Boston she went there for spring break. She went and stayed with my brother and his wife and had a lot of fun. She got to do all the sightseeing around Boston, and they bought her a sweatshirt that says Boston on it. That's what she's showing me in one picture. And so I don't have a lot of pictures. She has a lot, but I don't have a lot of pictures of when she was over there. So I just took the ones that she sent me, and I'm just doing a couple pages in the family album. And so they're all matted on this white cardstock. And now I am going to lay everything down onto this cardstock here. And this page is dry now. That texture paste didn't take long to dry. And while I was doing the hole punching and stuff, I had it sitting outside in the sun, so it dried real fast. And this video, of course, is sped up, so it took a little longer than this, but it still dried real fast. And now I'm going to put a little stripe of that same paper on the side. And then right where all that texture paste is, I am going to put my photos. So there's not a lot of it that shows on here. I ended up covering up quite a bit of it, but I'm definitely going to do it again. So this is more like a test page to see how I liked it, and I do like it. So I put the black paper down with some wet glue, since it is going over that texture paste. And I do have that little bit of time to move it, which is what I do. I just moved it down just a tiny bit. And then I'm putting the photograph onto some fun foam and using wet glue and my ATG to stick it down. And now it's time to get the journaling card down, which I will talk about how she was able to spend a week in Boston with her uncle. And then the title is just Beautiful. And I'm going to stick it up onto some foam so it's the same height as the photos. And now I'm going to go through and find some flowers, because I need flowers. That was the other thing for the Mixed Media Mayhem prompt recipe. So I cut out some flowers from one of the pages in this paper pad. There's my words. And then I'm putting 3 little clusters where they're represented with the leaves in the sketch. And my pictures are bigger, and so everything is a little bit different proportion, but it's still, you can see where I got inspired. And now I grabbed this sticker book. It's from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going through and grabbing the clear stickers that look like leaves. And I'm just going to stick them. I think I end up putting 3 in the bottom cluster, 2 or 3 in the top, and then 1 in the middle cluster. I believe is how I do it. And I really like the way that they look when they're on here. You can see them because stickers are a part of the are the prompt for Scraptember. So this works perfect. Oh, I put 2 in the middle cluster. There you go. And I just think this turned out so cute. I ended up putting 2 little flowers behind the title here because I noticed that some of the ATG was on the photo and I couldn't get it to come off. It wouldn't roll off the photo like it does paper. So I'm just going to cover it up and put 2 little flowers behind the title there. And for my finishing touch, I'm going to use this puffy paint in this light blue and scatter that around. And then this layout is done. The close-ups will be here in just a second. I really like how this one turned out. It's like probably one of my favorites I've done so far this month. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and go and check everybody else out that's playing in both these hops. Bye!